Hi, this is my brother from another mother, Paul, and he's going to talk about his experience with homophobia.
Hi. So, plot twist, I was the homophobic one. Um, it was learnt. I will be realistic. My father was the one who sort of passed it down along to me. I know it's really, crappy to say that they have their reasons, but he kind of had his reasons, but he was kind of stuck in those reasons. He grew up in Cleveland, and when he was at the beach, a man had tried to sexually assault him. And another time at a bar, a man tried to get him drunk so he could sleep with him. And those experiences kind of stuck with him when he moved down to Florida and got with my mother and had me.
Mm.
It was... He made it a religious thing, saying it was like a disgrace in the eyes of... And he would... The way he tried to get me to understand it was saying it just wasn't natural. He said he compared it to grabbing an apple and biting into it but only tasting an orange, which, now that I look back at it, is kind of funny that my dad talks about biting into gay people. But regardless, it stuck with me for quite some time. I just kind of... I wasn't as intense as him with it, but, I would definitely go, "You gays, bad. Bad. I remember one time I went to a summer camp, and I was in a cabin with a gay person, and yeah, they didn't exactly... they made a few advances towards me. I think it was a joke now that I think about it, but when he did that, I said, with full belief in my voice, being gay is an abomination in the eyes of God. Then I proceeded to throw a little hissy fit in the corner of the cabin.
Yeah.
I am not proud of that by any means whatsoever. Eventually, I feel like my dad felt like he kind of got the message across, so he kind of stopped, telling me, "Oh, don't forget, Paul, the gays are bad. Have a good day at school."
Is that a thing?
No, he didn't really do that. It was more of just I wouldn't say a constant reminder, but whenever it came up, he made sure to remind me. A while later, though, he sort of, I guess, stopped caring. He feels like he got his message across. And after a while, I just sort of stopped caring, too. It wasn't a grand, acceptance of gay people and stuff like that. It started off with, gay people are bad no matter what. Then it turned into, I don't like gay people because they are so affectionate in public. But that argument didn't make sense because a lot of people are affectionate in public.
Around what time was this?
Around what time?
Yeah.
That my opinion started to change?
Mm-hmm.
I want to say 11, 10. Around 10 to 12.
All right.
And the opinion kept on changing and morphing and taking new forms until one day I was just kind of sitting in the car with my mom driving down the road, and I think she was talking about a client who was gay she had or something like that, and I just said, so that's just a normal dude in a normal relationship. Their partner just happens to be gay. I was like, alright. And that just kind of stuck with me, and ever since then I kind of slowly, gradually got into the whole thing that gay people are not bad. They're just different from me. Me specifically. I'm not saying that they're different species and whatnot.
Yeah, I get what you mean. But, I met you when we were in the Undertale fandom, which is full of gays. And is that some whiplash?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Freshman year.
Yes. But, now I'm your sister from another mister, and I'm gay, and your best friend is Pan and dating a boy, and you're surrounded by gay people and LGBT people.
That's trauma!
What do you think about that?
What do I think about it?
Yeah. Looking back, did you ever think that this would be you? This would be your friend group? Or one of them?
If you're asking ghost of homophobic past Paul, then no, I wouldn't think that. But if you're asking Paul around the time where he started to not care, then yeah, I guess, yeah, I could see that. Like, another thing that sort of added into that was I realized, like, a lot of my friends that were around me were of the LGBT community. My friend Shipper, I found out that she was pan and had a girlfriend. I found out that my friend Leslie was bi. And all kinds of cool stuff. I found out that my friend Ricky was asexual.
Was that like a perspective change in your life?
It's sort of like... My dad always told me that gay people were bad people, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so to my infant mind, that's created a very sense of good and evil. But when I started finding out that these good people were of the different sexualities, I thought, hey, wait a minute. They're not bad.
Maybe.
Yeah, I know. A lot of this, like, as of late... No kidding. But, like... Yeah, it wasn't so much a revelation as it was, like, a slow realization.
Well, I remember when you first told me that you used to be homophobic before I even met you. I don't remember how long ago it was, but I remember how I felt at the time. I didn't think any differently of you. It just changed my perspective when I thought about you. And I didn't think any differently of you or any more poorly of you because I knew that people change and perspectives change, and you had overcome that slowly but surely, and now you call a lesbian your sister, even when we're not blood related.
Yeah.
And
The way I see it, it ain't like... The fact that you're lesbian ain't the defining factor.
I remembered, like, I was really happy that you told me.
Yeah.
I love you, bro.
Oh, shucks. I love you too, sis. Can I actually tell you something funny?
Sure. Go
This is
ahead.
related to the topic. So my buddy Zach in drama, he was being harassed by this group of kids. I was TAing in the class for the time. And one of the kids looked over me and pointed to Zach and said, "Hey, you, is this kid gay?" And I saw Zach, he was in a bit of a bind. This is the other Zach, not the bi Zach. I saw that he was in a bit of a bind. And Zach was like looking at me like, what do I do? What do I do? And I go, no, he's not gay. And then Zach goes, okay, thank you, Paul. And I go, don't worry about it, babe. Then I winked at him.
Oh, how did they react?
They looked very scared.
Why scared?
I don't know. He just, not scared, but I guess shocked. I don't know if they could tell I was joking or not, but it seems to have got something across.
Well, I'm very happy about that. And end interview.